here are 3 medium or intermediate core exercises on the reformer. Even though they are for core, I do find that you can get a little bit of shoulder stability work out of them as well. So the first one is an offshoot of bird dog or swim prep. We've got that stopper and gear bar all the way to the front. Foot bar is all the way to the top. We're going to be on our knees, hands on the outsides of the carriage. So for me personally, I like to have my hands right on the edges. If you have someone, let's say they've got some wrist issues, or it's too much load and they want to bring their upper body in a little bit higher, you can definitely put hands onto the shoulder rests. If wrists are not an option, you can also put the reformer box right on top and get them leaning on their forearms. So for me, I'm going to be here today. We're going to reach one leg back into high half toe, press out, little calf raise, and then back in. So it's 4 parts with a little bit of hip and knee extension and then calf extension. If that's easy, we can add a little bit of arm work. So sending that arm long, calf raise, and then fold it back in. And reach, calf raise, and then fold it back in. So this next exercise is going to be a version of mountain climbers. We're going to drop this foot bar all the way down. And you can have either one full spring, like one heavy spring, or one medium or one blue spring, depending on how hard or how fun you want to make it. We're going to get that platform extender, pop it right into that space. I've got one heavy spring, so it's going to be a little bit easier or harder depending on what you're going for. We're going to come onto hands here. Bring those legs back into a nice plank. We're going to try and keep that position. Bring one knee up towards the chest, and then replace it. So the idea is that we don't want to move that carriage. If possible, we want to leave it nice and stable where it is without losing that pelvis. Of course, if you have the spring lighter, it's definitely going to be a little bit harder. So lastly, we're going to do star prep. We're going to take this away, bring that foot bar all the way up to the top, one heavy spring or one red spring. Bring the knees towards the front. Hand is towards the front of the foot bar. Knees are stacked, and we're just going to reach out into a nice side bend here. So we're trying to maintain a nice parallel waist, trying to keep head on the neck. This is really hard for me. So I know I'm not really sure where my head should be. This is why I need someone to watch, but you get the idea. We're really challenging those obliques. And if you want to, you can even bring that leg up. So if you want a little bit more stretch, you can. A little bit more core, a little bit more shoulder, then you have a few options there.